with Cameron Pollock, and we are in the Tech Center at Temple University on November 2nd, 2012.
My name is Cameron Pollock, as she said. Hi, Professor. I had you a few years ago. Just had to put that out there. I am a pedicab driver in the city of Philadelphia. If you don't know what a pedicab is, it's like you've probably seen it in movies or in New York or other cities. They're the bicycle taxis. It's like a bike with a carriage attached on the back so that you can transport people. That's its main purpose, to transport people. Sometimes I work as like a taxi driver, where it's just, most of the time it's like a taxi where it's just taking people place to place where they want to go. And other times it's more just people just trying to see the city, go on a tour. So I'll do that and show them around, ride them around the streets for 20, 30 minutes. I was looking on Craigslist for just like a summer job. This was in June, and I was looking through all the ads, and then there was one that said pedicab drivers wanted. And I said, oh, pedicab, because I have a friend that does it in DC, and she's always like been so excited about it, and like, oh, I love my job, I make so much money and get to hang out in DC and ride people around, and it's a lot of fun. So I knew what it was, and then I saw it on Craigslist, and I was like, oh, I think I could do that. I don't really have any expectations because it's never really been around much in Philly. For a while it was illegal. So I didn't really know what to expect, and I kind of just gave it a shot, and it started out really poorly. Like my first 4 or 5 shifts I didn't make any money at all. I mean, I have total freedom. My bosses are really absent and totally unprofessional, and I don't want to say anything bad about them, but I take the cab out and then it's my shift. I can go wherever I want, but usually I'm limited by hills, because hills are really difficult to take people up. And if they're if I'm downtown on Chestnut Street and someone wants to go up to Fairmount, I won't do it because it's a huge hill, and that would be it wouldn't be worth the time or the effort unless I got a lot of money from them, and then I feel bad charging them that. So there are 2 ways to go about it. You can, and I do both of this. It took me a while to it's different every night, because some nights if I'm motivated or extra eager to go get customers, I'll just ride around the city the whole night. I won't stop. But then other times you have to stop. And I'll just I do go to 2 spots usually. 13th and Sansom and Rittenhouse. Those are my go-to post-up spots. It's called posting up. Apparently that's a pedicab lingo. Other pedicabbers say they're posting up in other cities. So I will post up a lot and either ask people as they're walking by if they want to ride, or try to get a conversation started. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Because the pedicab draws attention, so people notice you and acknowledge you most of the time. So it's pretty easy to start a conversation and have dialogue even as you're just riding down the street. So people walking by will be like, hey, you guys need a ride? Or people will see you, and sometimes they'll flag you down. I have a route downtown. It's just Chestnut to South Street. I control the streets there, because that's where people are. It's the concentration of people. And in the neighborhood a lot. Can I use that word, neighborhood? In the neighborhood. A lot of people think that it's when they feel when they get in the cab, they're being driven around and they feel bad, or they feel they're being elitist. So a lot of people don't like it for that, and they're why would I sit in that cab and have you pedal me around? I'm not the king of Philly or whatever. A lot of people view it as I don't want to say slavery, but kind of has that connotation of just oh, I'm not going to make you pedal me around. And then other people view it as a really great positive change to public transportation, because it's totally green. There's no engine like healthy. People are getting exercise. People are out in the air when they're riding in it. So it's kind of split between people that think it's like not a good system, I guess, and then people that love it and are all about it and still go pedicabs. So I've had everything from families, single moms to with their kids to like little old ladies waiting at the bus stop and say, "Oh yeah, I haven't done anything crazy in a while," and then they get in and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so much fun." And then there's like, it's really all over the place. There's no like system about it because I've like spent a lot of time on the job trying to figure out who my clientele is and like who looks like a pedicab type, someone that would want to ride. But there's really no system to it. I got a surprising amount of like single dudes, guys that are just like out on like a Friday or Saturday night, like bar hopping or whatever, and they like just take a ride. It's kind of weird. I get a surprising number of that because you wouldn't really expect like a single guy that just want to sit in the cab and be biked around by another guy.